Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Howdy, howdy. It's Monday. It's Unchatter. It's Dwarf Fortress. It's cat butt. Got a cat butt. How's it going, everyone? Howdy, JM. Howdy, Barely Creative. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. You can tell I have Monday energy here. I am exhausted. A flank of a cat flank. Yes. Oh, hi. A raid, Blue. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hi, how's it going? We are just getting started here. What's up? Let me give you a little shout out here. What were you up to? I see. It don't say. My brother. Oh, okay. Hi. Hello. Acquaintances. I'm spreading. I'm infecting. We're here to play Dwarf Fortress. We are here to continue with the dwarfing and the requested we raid. Okay, cool. I won't complain. Welcome in. Eat heavy. Yeah, we were playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Is that the new one? We were just talking about that. The new Star Trek. If that's what I'm thinking it is. Yeah, like brand new. How is it? It's intriguing to me. That kind of game is definitely intriguing to me. It's great, enjoying it. Good. We have two Belena. I am not quite well versed in Star Trek enough to immediately know what that means. Oh, okay, yeah. That character. Gotcha. Very cool. Two of them? How do you have two of them? Okay. Do you have cloning vats? Are you replicating people? Can you just put a person in a replicator? Is that how that works? One chief engineer, original flavor, and full Klingon. Yeah. You Google her and you get the image and like immediately know exactly who we're talking about. Though I didn't watch Voyager very much. I watched all of Next Generation, but I've only seen little clips of Voyager. But I know people who Voyager is their favorite, so Voyager is one I need to watch someday. It was weird alien medical magic. Oh, okay, got it. Perfect. There are these things called transporters. Oh dear. I know all about the transporters. Chief engineers and their transporters. We know how that goes, don't we? Anyway, we're gonna play some Dwarf Fortress. We can keep chatting about Star Trek, but I'm gonna get us into Dwarf Fortress here. We are digging deep. We're quite deep into the earth right now. I want to get us a little bit more of the adamantine, for reasons, you know. So we're gonna keep digging down. We're gonna keep digging everywhere because my goal right now is to complete my collection of gem windows. I want every single color of gem. There's a couple left. Apparently hard to find. We're gonna try to keep trading for them as well from the caravans, but so we'll see how that works. And other things. Those are the main things that we're doing right now. We also have a king who is like a year or two away from dying of old age. And we are the capital. We are the mountain home of our civilization. So kind of one thing that I want to see happen just for the sake of it is I want to see the king die of old age and see the monarchy transition to a new monarch. Just for sightseeing purposes, right? I've never seen that happen. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Today's episode is brought to you by a list. Checking it twice, getting all the gems, and clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. You are on my checklist. I'm checking you off. We're gonna catch them all, right? We're gonna get all the viewers, all the gems. Can we show off the Polar Bear Man squad? Yes. Oh, here's a polar bear. The squad itself usually hangs out down here. Here's Koman. Yay, Dwarf Fortress. Yay, Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, we have our one kobold squad leader and 4 polar bear people. They are ridiculous. This is our least ridiculous polar bear person, level 72 legendary observer. Rithil here, I think, is probably the most extreme, level 100 plus legendary fighter. Like legendary shield user, legendary wrestler, legendary striker, legendary dodger. Legendary dodger on a polar bear person, so you're just massive and cannot get hit. That's just... it's busted. Our squad is busted. I'm gonna unpause here. And we're just gonna let them go. For the most part, our situation is pretty steady. We just did this last stream. Just added another set of bolt throwers to our situation. We have elves showing up to trade. I don't think we need to trade with the elves today. Some proper anime polar bear men warriors. Yeah, straight up One Piece OCs. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love them. I love them so much. I love so many of the characters that we've come up with, that we've devised in this world, right? Not to mention our necromancer experiments and our kobolds, of course. The main characters. And all of our other characters who aren't in this fortress right now. It's great. I just love it here. I love it here. Pondering hospitals. We have an elf sage here pondering hospitals. Just random goblin pieces on the roof, as you do. So the main thing that we're working on right now is down here. We're harvesting adamantine, right? So we have these 2 levels that we've done completely. And we've been discovering this last layer, or this next layer, I guess. It might be the last, who knows. And trying not to murder too many people. We've been killing a lot of miners. How are we on how are we on miners? We're down to 4 miners? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that is sad. We had a lot. We had several legendary miners, and we do not anymore. I think we need more miners. I think, hey, look, a furnace operator, stoneworker, a cheesemaker, an herbalist, animal dissector, and peasant. That's gonna put us like back up to 10, right? And I'm gonna say that you're gonna focus on mining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because we have a lot of things to mine. We have a lot of things to mine, and apparently we need to train up some of our miners because they're fresh. So that's cool. I think we still have several picks. We have 16 steel picks. We did also manage to fry a miner, so I think we need to make a slab for that one. Right, sorry here. Sorry. But you are now a fish stick. Oh, and then this. We want to experiment with this. So, okay, we have magma here. We've been playing around with steam. Or rather, playing around with the lack of steam. I want to see how this works, though. No, not water source. The opposite of water source. I want a pit that we're going to fill with water, and I want to see someone do this. Because apparently, if someone dumps water from a bucket and it does not travel more than a layer, then it does not create obsidian. Well, all the polar bears were wandering by. Oh, cave blob has been missing. Did we fry a cave blob? Not steamy enough for you? How? You are swimming in bears. It's true. That's plenty steamy. I want a sauna. We're on a glacier. I want a sauna. No practical benefit whatsoever aside from being cool. But it's also proven to be quite difficult to make like an automatic sauna. It may not actually be possible. So, okay, so you have a bucket. Your bucket has water. We're just gonna go slow. Wife and I would love a sauna. Saunas are great, right? Imagine a sauna in an igloo. Okay, so that did not create obsidian. It consumed all of the magma. I was expecting it to only consume one magma. So that's interesting. But it did not create obsidian. And then the steam just kind of stays down there. That's the other thing. The steam doesn't really come up out of there. Yeah, okay. So there is a way to combine water and lava without making obsidian. But I think it requires the bucket. I wonder if you dump out water from a minecart? What if we had a pool of magma and then a pool of water that a minecart dips into and then dumps over magma? You would still need to replenish the magma somehow. Interesting. She will send me pics of them online and look at me with hope in her eyes. I'm not a real big sauna person. I do enjoy them. I don't ever really seek them out though. Not for any real reason. Okay, so we have a way down here now. I do still want to kind of get rid of the rest of this magma. That we cannot do from above. Holy cow. The Texas in her wanting 200% humidity level. Oh dear. More of a hot tub than a sauna person. I would agree. I would agree. I had a high school friend who had a hot tub in his backyard. So I have a lot of memories of being like in a hot tub while it's snowing. And that's always really nice. Gotta go. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I don't mean to keep you or anything. Feel free to raid and run. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for raiding and bringing your folks around. I'm going to be here for a bit. We're going to be dwarfing. That's kind of what we do here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't want to mine out the gems because I don't want to light them on fire. So I'm going to remove this and we're just going to channel there instead. And then same kind of thing here, except I can't really do this from above. So maybe I need to smooth here. And I'll just drain it out. Damp stone located because, of course, or wormstone located. Okay. Thank you for canceling those. That is actually good. So we've been trying to find our gems. One of them can be found in gneiss rock, right? So we're working on mining the gneiss. also warm? Okay. And then, oh, that's not warm. Actually, I want to reveal more of this magma. There's more magma out here that we haven't revealed, right? So I want to poke my head down there and reveal it before we do more digging. Like, we dug all this out. I don't think we got any gems out of this. At least not the kind that we're wanting. But like, this is nice. We're gonna mine out some of this, a chunk of this. Like down here, this is just semi-molten. This is nice here. Okay, maybe we need to dig it here too. Okay, yes, we were digging here on purpose. Look at that. It was on purpose. Let's do that. The diorite I don't really care about. The tetrahedrite I don't really care about. This is all schist. And then I'm gonna go out like this. I'm not gonna designate that this says warm dig because I do want them to cancel if they find something warm. But we are gonna be underneath warm things pretty quickly, but that's fine. Let's do like this and see where that gets us. This is all semi-molten. Oh, but there's even nice down here. Okay. And then this is the edge of the map. So that's perfect. It's all semi-molten. And then, okay, so I want to... It gets a little confused when we put blocks over... Can I do that? I can't even do that. Interesting. Maybe we just need to smooth this as well. Now we're going to carve fortifications here. Let this drain, and then hopefully the water will help it a bit. The nicest fortress in the world, true. It's a very nice fortress, at least down here. The fortress gets a lot nicer down here. Cancels tint cloth, needs dyeable cloth. Okay. I think they're just going to keep working on that. And our silly fire snake and some migrants to replace the people who die. Rouse, the animal trainer, and Shetty the ranger. Just the pair of you? Just the pair of you. That's fair. Okay, so there's warmstone there. And then you are going to hopefully not get fried. Who is this? The talented stonecrafter? Gonna have to run real fast. Luckily you're standing in ankle-deep water. And it'll be going at a diagonal. Yeah, okay. Ooh. It's about as good as that goes. Okay. And see, when it's like 1 and 1, if it's like one magma flowing into one water, it seems to just get rid of the water. And then we're gonna carve a fortification there, and we're just gonna let this all dry out on its own, and we'll be good. I think I can get rid of, not get rid of, but I'm gonna say you go on standby. Don't we have... I swear I keep trying to adjust this, tint cloth job. Right? Unused dyeable cloth. So we don't we don't have enough, so I don't know why it keeps... I guess it like restarted, right? Let's see if that helps it. Still cutting all our gems. There are lots of gems to cut. Yeah, and there's still... I don't know why it keeps reactivating. Okay. Yes. So you're gonna be fine, right? You're gonna run? You're gonna run. Good. Yeah, see, that didn't turn into obsidian. And then if this comes out here, that didn't either. It just evaporated the water. Huh. I don't know what the difference is, other than it just being less water. Oh well. We'll just let this cool down. We'll let that dry out. I can put a floor here. Put that back. And we're good. We come over here, and then, yep, we're finding our semi-molten rock here. Let's get rid of all of that, and then that, I mean, that was fine. And then there is more gneiss down here. And of course, this is gonna cancel because it's warm above. I think it's gonna yell at me if I do that. Hey, look, some gold. There's just a gold vein here. But I do want the gneiss. See if we can find any gem clusters in here. Those will continue to cancel if they need to, and then there's down here as well. We have semi-molten here and over here. And up here. And that's warm because of above. Right? I mean, does the... Yeah, okay, this is all magma flow. So this is the bottom. This is the bottom of the magma sea, which is strange. It's so strange that thing that you can just reach the bottom of it. But I think that means we can safely mine this. And then this should be fine to go even further. So we'll dig all that. And then up here I was trying, so this, okay. So this is warm because of below. So this I do want to just go through. This will be higher priority. And then see, oh, this is wet. So wet because of above. Fair enough. Some clear zircon, bunch of cobalite. Various things. Can I just do like, say damp dig on for that? Oh, you just canceled anyway. And And then here, I just want to like poke my head in and reveal more of this magma. Is what's going on here. Like this is more nice. This is more nice. Even nicer. I'm gonna say go like that. Found Galena! Hooray! Cause that's what we need. So yeah, nothing amazing there. They'll work on all that. The elves will be leaving. Perfect. And then I want to just do a quick channel right here. That will reveal whatever is up here. Oh, and then you cancel because of wet. It's cool to be dealing with warm and damp at the same time from different sources. Kind of hilarious. Let's do that. We discovered another unusual volcanic wall. Oh! I kind of assumed we only had the one. So there's... Where? Here. Interesting. This will surely end well. Yeah. More trouble to get into. Oh, and this is like, okay, I guess it's a good thing I revealed what was up here. But there is a bunch of gneiss up here. And this is the edge of the map. So we're just gonna mine out like all of this, and it's gonna be, we are above magma here. There's even more gneiss down here. Okay, if we can't find this one gem that we're looking for, I'm gonna be upset, because there is plenty of gneiss down here. There's plenty of niceness to be had. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say that this is going to be warm dig that I'm designating here. And we're just gonna go up to the edge. And basically all of this might get mined out. We're gonna see what part of it is actually nice though. And then we come down, or up, I guess, up to this level. So this, why did this cancel? Because of that, okay. So then this is also fine to dig. We'll just call that warm dig. And damp dig, but that's fine. And then way over here, but this is orthoclase. This is nice. This is nice. So we need to go like over here. And just kind of keep digging these chunks out. And then over here, for that matter, I guess there's still more to reveal. So I should poke my head in over here. Can I? Is there actually a way to do that? Oh, why is there a glove down here? Someone's glove is in the lake. I guess I could do like right here. What if I do this? I'm gonna say just give me a channel right there. I'm gonna put a floor in here so something doesn't crawl out. But yeah, we potentially have another volcanic wall for more candy. I don't know if that's worth really cracking open. What's there? It's definitely there. And then now this is the edge. Okay. That seems to have revealed all our stuff. And this is orthoclase and schist, so I don't care about digging out on this level. What is this? There's indigo tourmaline just right there. Where was our, is this our, I don't think that's our gem wall. Our gem wall was up here. Yeah, there it is. Interesting. It's right by the map edge as well. Microcline. Like we could just dig into it from the side here. I don't know that I'm gonna not divide our efforts right now. We have plenty of stuff that we're working on. At least as far as our miners are concerned. Tetrahedrite, mica, citrine, red tourmaline, yellow zircon, cobalite, sphalerite. Not what we're looking for. We should place the slab to our most recent deceased miner. There you are. I guess I need to make some more slabs. I can type. Let's just make 10 slabs. So, aside from digging out the gneiss down there, we've been mining out all of this, right? This is now not flooding as intensely as it was. It is still flooding a bit, but it is also draining, so that's fine. More things worth smoothing. But I want to continue just getting all of the gems, right? I'm going to say this is a lower priority because I don't think it's the gems we're hunting for. But I am going to just do gems specifically. And we'll say every gem on this level that is currently exposed, which is some. Turquoise, praise. And then same thing on this level. This is all much drier. This is all much muddier. But whatever gems are exposed, please mine. And then there's this level, which is granite, so I don't think we need to do any more mining here. It's just kind of slowly draining. Whatever. I don't think we care about gabbro or granite anymore. Yeah, the only specific rock I care about is gneiss and marble. And we had marble down here. Marble. This is even lower priority. Which maybe I guess I kind of want this to be higher at this point. Maybe I want this like a 4. I wish I could just like change all of the priority on a level without having to redesignate everything. I'll start with like this. And then I don't think we have... This is the only marble I've found as well. Like, there could be more stuff on these levels, but we'd have to dig more to find out. And this whole level went fine. This one actually wasn't wet. Thank goodness. We'll just see if there's any more gems to find here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there was a little bit more. There was a little bit more. Okay. And then here, I think we've done this one. No, there's a little... Wow, okay. There is a bit more. Just give me all the gems. Every gem that exists into my bank account. And then we're down here. Okay, well, they dug all that out. So let's say this is all. I'm gonna turn these off just for safety. But if we do like this, some of those will cancel. That should be fine. And then still, we struck rutile and nothing else. I think what's happening is we're making a small amount of dye, or a small amount of cloth, and it's reactivating the thing, and then they get through all the cloth, and then it cancels. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. I can bring that out that way. Let's try that. And this is nice down here. This is nice. This is nice. And up here is nice. So then this I want to be warm dig. Because I know it's warm. Let's go all the way down. And then the same kind of deal here. There is some more nice up here. And then this is our column. This is our pillar right here. Wow. I don't want to dig into it, but I do want to dig up to it. Because it is in the kind of stone that I care about. Okay, and then we were digging down here. And finding nothing. There is some nice here. Just find me the gems. Why is it so hard? Can I go down from here, I wonder? No, it looks like we tried. If I try to go down from here? What does that do? Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're at the bottom. Semi-molten rock. Okay. Yep. We've reached the bottom of the world, aside from the stuff that's below the bottom. That also tells us that this has got to be the bottom here, right? This is the bottom of our pillar. And we have managed to get rid of a lot of this. So I'm going to say some of this is safe to just dig out, right? So we can get kind of safe, well, safely-ish go around the edge along the semi-molten rock. I think that's fine. But like this could still be something. There could be something hiding here. We can go along the adamantine wall. And then like there could be something here. But this should be fine. And this no, I mean there could be something back here. But this is fine. This is fine. And this is fine. And this is fine. Mm-hmm. Getting a bunch of gems. Not the exact gems I'm wanting, but a bunch of gems. And that canceled because of what's below, I assume? Okay. So I do need warm dig here. And then a warm dig there. And then, I mean, we got to the end there. And then there's also gonna have to be warm dig. This is like all nice. Do something like that. And then just all of that as well. And then we could go down another level from here for that matter. What do we do like here? Then we could also go down from here as well. Right, could just do that. And I kind of want to mine out this way. And then this is all semi-molten. We could also, we can get into the gem from this side too. Wow. What an accessible gem pillar. This is canceling from above. So that should be fine. Oh, but that's semi-molten. Interesting. There's a big, like, chunk of semi-molten rock here. I swear, we are finding no gems in the gneiss. Like, not the gems we're looking for, but, like, no gems. Kind of strange. Perfect. And then we got that. We're just gonna kind of do one of these, and then like this could even like connect, right? I'm even gonna just do like this. I doubt we can connect all the way down here. Surely there's gonna be semi-molten in here. I want to be careful about... I just want to be careful. I just want to be careful. This is looking nicer, and then... That is safe. This is 3 tiles, so that's not really safe. That's not really safe. We can do this. There appears to be some wetness in here. And then this is not safe. Hello, bootlegger. Until you clean the filter, then you become a hot shower kind of person. I have heard those horror stories. I've been fortunate enough to know the, I know the people who own hot tubs and not am the person who owns the hot tub. That's the way you do it. Do this too, right? Oh, fire. Okay. So that was okay. So there was adamantine on the diagonal to the fire pocket. That's interesting. I wonder if only fire pockets can be like that? I've kind of been trusting that if something is touching an adamantine tile, then it's probably safe, but that might not actually be true. Sorry, I'm a pool boy aspiring to become a pool man, but true. I've never had a pool. I'm not even sure I've known a person like that had a pool in their house. I've known people with above ground pools. I did not grow up in an area that had houses with pools, mostly. That wasn't really a thing that you do in Colorado, for whatever reason. So then this could still be something. And there's apparently more wetness over here. Oh, okay. That's good. Getting some nice funky shapes out of this. Whoa, uh-oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, are you okay? You okay there? Okay, interesting. So magma can be adjacent to the adamantine as well. Surely the rules don't change when you go deeper. So I must have just, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's one tile. So this tile was magma. And I mined this tile. So this is a tile of magma with 3 adjacent tiles of adamantine. 4 even. Or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 8 surrounding this tile of magma was adamantine. So that's interesting. It's not what I expected. And then that one turned into obsidian? Okay. And then one over here too. Strange. Strange. Just when you think you understand something. Oh, we melted a sapphire. There's some more water. And we reveal some more adamantine, and that is quite nice. And there's one there too. Oh. Okay. So clearly our core is in here, and it looks like we're getting at least 2 whiskers out of it. And then if this is our core right here. Oh dear. So that like definitely means that this is safe, right? Right? I'd say definitely. I don't mean definitely. I don't mean anything definitely, especially when it comes to that. I can do this too, right? It is satisfying to dig all this stuff out. It is still so terrifying. And then the cloth, they're still working on the cloth. I mean, we can just do this. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we're gonna do all the adamantine at once so we can keep track of it and make sure it's getting processed and used in the way we want. Not used for artifacts. Do I have... I forgot about this. Okay, we have 3 wafers that we have forbidden. And when covered in ancient horror. And yes, it is directly adjacent to the adamantine. So the adamantine does not make it safe. And our soldiers are not down here. Some ancient horror was encased here. Does it have a shell? Demon of Chromite. Oh, we haven't seen these before. An enormous humanoid composed of chromite. It has an enormous shell and undulates rhythmically. Beware its poisonous sting. It's a rock demon with a poison sting. Tough, strong, and agile, but susceptible to disease. That's unfortunate. I want to say this is like larger than what we've been dealing with. There's a way, so like all the things that it says. Trying to find unusual volcanic wall. So the message that we got was some ancient horror was encased here, which is a greater demon. So we've been fighting lesser demons. This is a greater demon. So that's good. There is one size higher than this. There's a great beast that you can find as well. This is a large one. Of corn Nurgle. Of actually we don't get a god, do we? It's just made of chromite. It's just made of rock. It's not devoted to a specific god. That's interesting. I guess if it was, then it would be an angel, right? I think even the things that are devoted to quote-unquote evil gods are still count as angels. If that makes sense. You need to run. So... oh boy, I need to put in a kill order. This could be bad. This could be quite bad. Don't do it. 5% use and doubles your electric bill like a boat. You know someone with one is better. Yeah. Like a boat where the two best days of owning a boat are the days that you buy it and the day that you sell it. Oh, this could be bad. This could be a painful lesson to learn. I don't think anyone's gonna get down here in the time that it takes for it to run upstairs. We do have like traps and stuff here, but I assume that they're also trap avoid, because the smaller ones were trap avoid. I'm going to say, is it this that someone's coming for? Someone's coming here for this. I'm just gonna forbid these things. Lots of people in the US have pools. If you have a pool in the UK, you're like very, very rich. I mean, a lot is relative. It really depends on the area. Like growing up, I didn't know anyone who had a pool. But I think if you go to like Florida or Hawaii, everyone has a pool in Hawaii. So rich, you don't care about the electrics and you probably have someone to clean it, true. Which is usually true in the US, but there are people who in that bracket where they have enough to own a pool, but they don't pay someone to clean it and they just have to do it themselves. I think that's not that uncommon. Okay. I'm gonna go in slow motion here. Oh dear. You were knocked unconscious very quickly. Demon of Chromite kicks the miner in the lower body, bruising the muscle, bruising the kidney through the tail skirt. Demon punches the miner in the leg. That was bad. Falls over, gives into pain. Grabs the miner. Releases the grip. Grabs the miner, releases the grip. Okay. Were you a good miner? This is another legendary miner. We're gonna lose another legendary miner here. Yep. There's another one down. Yep, sick the miner. Demon feeling up the kobold. I'm gonna see if we can get our people like stationed right like down here, so we're not going in like one by one. I think that would be good. I don't know how many are gonna get down here in that time though. You are going back upstairs. Hopefully you go quickly. I'm gonna unpause. I'm gonna forbid everything here, so no one tries to come down and grab the corpse in the meantime. In the UK, if you have a pool, you need a building for it. I guess like places you've lived. Yeah. You mean like a building devoted to just maintaining the pool? I don't know. I feel like there's people in the US who have just a house and a pool in their backyard. It's highly dependent on where, like the region we're talking about, but it's not impossible. This is gonna be bad. You need to leave. There's still no one coming yet. Do I need to close? Oh, except I can't really close off all of the underground because there's people down here. Or would it be beneficial if it gets stuck down here and murders all of our llamas? I don't know that I would like that, but it would give us a chance to get down here. Oh. Oh, it's bad. Oh, this is bad. We're not gonna get lucky here, right? Yep. They don't even touch you. They don't even touch you. They don't even trigger. Oh, and then you show up at just the wrong time. Legendary Stonecutter. Do we have anyone? So here's Klaus, Axe Lord. Axes are going to be unfortunate against this thing. Anyone else on the way? Here's a bear, a cub. Where's our soldiers? Here's Ritual. You at least have a mace. An iron mace. If Ritual dies, I'm gonna be grumpy. Oh, I'm gonna be upset. I'm expecting to be upset here. That's what I mean. In the US, they have a pool in the backyard, like in New England or Florida, maybe even in the Midwest, but I was suggesting maybe wrongly that you wouldn't want an indoor pool in Washington. True. Not that I know of. Like, hotels will have indoor pools. Rec centers will have indoor pools, but I've never seen a house. I'm not sure I've ever seen a house with an indoor pool. Like anywhere. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh. That was weird. Oh, they're fighting. Here's Klaus. Oh dear. Demon of Chromite strikes, but the shot is blocked. Okay, well that's a good first start, but let's not celebrate yet. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna track this, and we're gonna go frame by frame. Oh, but someone just got hit. I don't think that was good. Axe Lord hacks the demon in the arm, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Okay, we just took off an arm. Wow. Okay, I did not honestly expect that. Right lower arm is gone. Wow. Okay. Maybe the name is Tombsgrave. That's a good demon name. Oh, did you just do that? Oh, Klaus. Holy cow. 2 hits. Hacks the demon of Chromite in the lower body and cleaves it in twain. Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay. I honestly did not expect that. Klaus here. Klaus? Klaus? I'm gonna say Klaus. Demon Cleaver. Wow. Merry Gobsmas. Merry Gobsmas, you filthy demon. Satan versus Klaus. True. True, true, true. That is Klaus's first notable kill. He's killed two goblins and a greater demon. Wow, okay. That could have been so much worse. That could have been so much worse. I was expecting it to be much worse. I don't know why that is there. Now we have another miner to bury. Another legendary miner to bury. And also a lesson learned. Just because a tile is adjacent to adamantine does not mean it's safe. Right? This was a demon who was just nestled within. Glacier Bolt's built different? True. Klaus didn't even get hit. Klaus deflected a shot, took off an arm, and then cut it in half. A demon made of rock. I don't think chromite is like the strongest rock. Like I've seen Gabromin, and those suck. But it's still rock. They don't have organs, right? Solid density of 4,700 cubic kilograms. I don't know. I have no way to compare that to anything, but geez. Okay, so that means I want to continue digging, but I don't. But I don't want to risk it, so we're going to station everyone down here. I'm going to station someone on this. I feel like I should have more. Okay, well, we'll let them get stationed down here. Oh, and of course, there's a little chunk between them. But this is all nice. Ooh. I have hot dig turned off. We're just gonna go like this. However much of this we can get. And then we can go like this, and like this, like this. Polar bear men gonna hoist them high on their shoulders after this. True. I imagine the polar bear people probably party real hard. Considering we acquired them first because of their booze stealing habits. I mean, there's a little bit more. Mostly out this way. And then more semi-molten there. Jeez, jeez, jeez. After all this digging, we still haven't found a single cluster. How much you want to bet it shows up much more frequently in Basalt, I think, is the other thing it can show up in. But I haven't seen any basalt on this map at all. So this needs to be warm dig. Right, and then just do all that. Is the exploration layer near the caverns finished? Which? We've been exploring a lot of layers. I mean, we're right below the caves here. If so, could we seal it off and let it operate the cave? Let it open the caves to see what happens? How do you mean? The caves are cavern expansion. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. My brain. Little crisscross area. Oh, okay. So you mean like... You mean like this? We have a couple areas like this. We've been doing this in a lot of areas. There's like a half a dozen layers that are like this now. But the crisscrosses themselves were a little further up. The ones that are all leaking, all the leaking ones are like further or closer up to our fortress. Of course, now we have all these. We have a lot of things designated to be dug, and they're working on it. They're working on it. Ripe for experimentation? What kind of experiments? Okay. Yeah, okay. Gonna find a whole bunch of semi-molten rock. So, and then someone should be going for the corpse, right? And assuming we have more burial spaces. May not be the case. We've been filling up our tombs. Holy cow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. We'll just do like this. Of course, this needs to be wet dig. See, if cave vegetation spreads, and with it more cavern creatures, it doesn't quite work that way. The vegetation definitely spreads. Like we have moss everywhere, right? For better or worse. We've been trying to see if we can get creatures to come in through the cave. We've had a pair of pond grabbers here. It's like on the surface we've had yetis. You're the magma crab. I see a magma crab. I would love for it to get caught in a trap. It is just hanging out. We have a theoretical magma crab trap here. It's like in theory, magma crab could come in up through here and get caught in a trap. Been waiting for that to happen for a literal decade at this point. Maybe someday. But we have these pond grabbers. And these two have been sitting here for a bit as well. Maybe we want to get rid of these. I think things get stuck. I'm gonna kill 2 pond grabbers. And we'll see if that prompts more things to enter. But like I can't expose more of our edge to the world, if that makes sense. Like I can't go, like for instance, I can't... Of course, this is a wall that I closed off intentionally. So like I built these, so there is more area for cave creatures to come into the map here. But I can't like dig here, right? I can build along the edge like that, but I can't dig to the edge. Like this. So expanding the caves in the way that the game understands is not quite possible. But we got some albatrosses. We got this magma crab here. Curious if it's just gonna hang out there forever, or if it's gonna like try to do something. Who knows? Let's keep an eye on it. But let's do... plopping down. What I said damp dig. I said damp dig. Of course, it's all gonna have to be smooths. It's all gonna be aquifer. Found rock crystal. Hooray. Cool. Yeah, so this is just not gonna connect at all, is it? That's really funny. Okay. Our defense squad is here. So I want to open some of this up. Maybe let's prioritize going around the adamantine. Since we know we definitely want that, right? So we're gonna go there. And then also here. And our miners should show up, yes? And now it is summer. It'd be cool if we could actually fish for a magma crab. That'd be cool. An adamantine fishing pole. Use adamantine for the fishing line. Well done to everybody for making it this far into Monday. I thank you. I am feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. I also feel like I want to put like a door in here to close things off in case something bad shows up, but it takes so long to pull a lever and for the door to close. It's really hard to actually secure anything like that. Kind of want a magma fishing mod for Minecraft. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. Or rotting miner. Let's make sure that these actually get designated as tombs. Of course, I need like doors. They probably need doors. I swear I told you to damp dig, so why are you this way? There we go. So now in theory, one of these is gonna get flamed? Maybe not. Cool. Okay, here come our... Someone just brought a whole pot of ale down here. Okay. Hey, okay. Wow, geez. I guess I'm glad I were being careful. Some ancient horror was encased here until now. That's the same one, right? That's another large one. It's another greater demon. Some ancient horror. Yeah, that's another one. Is it the same kind? Nope, it's different. Demon of Flame. Hello, King's Rook. How's it going? Check out my demon. My God, we're getting real lucky here. A huge Dimetrodon composed of flame. It has 3 long hanging tails and it appears to be emaciated. Beware its poisonous sting. She's very strong, but she's clumsy. So this thing is made of fire. I'm gonna remove that in case we just expose a second thing. Surviving as best I can. How goes the lava pumping? The lava pumping went well. I only breached the layer once and then we pumped it all out. But now we're trying to get to the rest of our candy and finding large things. The last one was made of rock. This one's made of fire. And yeah, I think that's gonna be bad for our skilled miner and our competent miner here. Yeah. It's probably bad. We're bleeding. Enrage at all enemies. I'm gonna let it come to us, though. Jeez. Demon of Flame extract is injected into the miner's kobold blood. That seems bad. Yeah, that seems bad. That seems bad. You can't actually get out that way. Oh, you're just gonna get cornered. Oh, damn. Damn. Well, I guess I want them to station, like, over here so they don't get peppered from across the room. Fire and clumsy sounds dangerous all its own. True. Injecting fire stuff in people's veins. Yeah, I'm... Here's their medical license. Their medical license is, I'm large and made of fire. Okay. I don't know how hot demon fire gets. Okay, well... Oh boy. You are on fire? What happened to you? I don't know what it means when their name is blinking like that. But if I can I'm gonna give a call order. I see bolts shooting. Flying copper bolt strikes the demon of flame in the stinger right tail, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Oh. Strikes the demon of flame in the left rear leg, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Okay, so the bolt thrower is helping. At least it was for a moment. Now that it's out of line of sight, and then they all want to, like, no valid reachable target. Interesting. Something about the fire. So you want to kill it. Can I station you down here? I don't know if it's the smoke or the fire or what. Like, they can't get to it. I don't call gold. I don't really know what's going on here. Are you... Breathes fire, hurls a ball of fire. We are jumping away, but we are not attacking it. What does that... what does that mean? Oh, there goes the bolt thrower. Did we get it? Oh. Oh, we got it. You all get out of here. Did I lose a soldier? I didn't lose a soldier. You are definitely very injured. Grandmaster Organizer. Legendary Observer. I think you're the only one who's injured, and you're on your own feet. I think you got injected. Alright, we might lose some bears as well. Like, they get stuck down here. Oh, yeah, oh, man. A masterwork was lost. Something got melted. So we lost one kobold soldier. Something about the fire and the smoke really messes with their pathfinding. You're just gonna clean. Well, again, that could have been much worse. But we are melting a polar bear. Someone quick! Put out the polar bear! Had masterwork food burn up in soldiers' backpacks when they when they win in fiery fights. That makes sense. That could have been what happened. They're also, well, I guess our soldiers aren't wearing so many decorative items these days. But I mean, they could have also just lost like a masterwork toga, right? I'm assuming the steel stuff appears to be fireproof. But like, he no longer has a robe. Lalsud isn't wearing a robe, and they are assigned to wear robes, so it could have just been a masterwork robe. Dang. This polar bear. Oh, you have 3 children. Someone put out the polar bear. Like, what's even on fire? It's just the polar bear itself that's on fire, I'm pretty sure. Can someone fix this? Half-burned naked polar bear man pissed off. Yup. No, oh, man. That's sad. That one makes me sad. This object is heavily worn. Oh no. So now the corpse burned. Now the corpse isn't even there anymore. And that was 2 that was 2 more miners. Okay. One soldier, 2 miners. As usual, so let's toss another person in the squad. I'm gonna say a stonecrafter here is probably fine. Okay, so we knew about that one. I also need to designate more miners. I put it back up to 10 miners today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We lost 3 miners in an hour and a half. It's so good. Let's see. Who else wants to be a miner? I guess we should be better about assigning our giant polar bears to the miners still. I've been slacking on that. Leaving the siege operators. Peasant. Mechanic? Or ranger. Let's do this new ranger that we got. And then, yeah, I want to go... The only 2 actually designated as miners. I want to find those people. I wish I could zoom to this person from this screen. Well, I know, so Shetty here. You need a bear. Boop. And then Malaz. It's an interesting name. Alstra. And then Oltsy. It's a good thing we have a bunch of bears. Whole bunch of bears. Gez? Don't think Gez has one. So you get that one. Sorna. Then slay. You get that one. And then Nairu. You get that one. Jeez. And Lure. And Raza. Wow. We really went through all of the miners that I had assigned. Shag. Used to have all of our miners had bears. But all of those miners are dead. And Zad. You are the only one who still has one. Wow. Terrifying. We're down to 140 again. The only reason we keep getting new migrants is because I keep killing people. I've killed a lot of people in this fortress. Earnose the miner. Oh, because you got melted. Was that... That this one? It must be, right? So that means I need to do engrave. Half the people don't even get graves. Earnose. And Lalsa? Oh, that was you. Okay. So you're gonna get buried. I'm gonna let you go take a break. Jeez. Now, at the very least, I can do this, right? And then... The chances of something being in here are very slim. Not zero. Not zero. Could be something hiding right here. We found rock crystal! Hooray! Okay, back to all this nonsense. So that's all fine, and then this... Don't see much more nice. And then here we're slowly working. Slowly working, slowly frying. The humans are here. No, and the war giant polar bear has been missing. Oh. Okay, well, humans can potentially have gems. I did request the specific gems that we're looking for last time they were here. So let's see if we get lucky. 4,000 was in here. An emerald ring? How are they doing that? How are they doing that? That shouldn't be possible. I mean, it's cool and all. We have plenty of gems to spare of those kinds. It's interesting that they don't, like, reload. You're just hanging out. It's interesting that this is named. I might reclaim. Like, we didn't end up turning these into symbols, right? So I might actually melt down these adamantine things for some armor in the long run. Diplomacy. Okay, so same thing. I want your expensive meat. And I want 6 specific kinds of gems. Of course, I don't get to search. I don't get to control F here. I want amber opal, tube agate, fortification agate, not as much, but I still want some, I think. Cinnamon grossular, wood opal, bandfire opal, sunstone. Speaking of gems, I had the rarest thing I have ever happened in a video game happen in Monster Hunter World last night. Did a hunt, two monsters optional mission, had 2 gems and 2 mantles drop. Back of the envelope math says 81 in 100 million chance. Wow. Wow. I haven't played enough of the game to really appreciate how rare that is, but that sounds rare. I do want wood opal. I want fortification agate. I want a couple other things. Where? Bandfire opal? I want bandfire opal. I want sunstones. I want tube agate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's most of what I need. But I did not find cinnamon grossular. The fact that this isn't in any order? What order is this supposed to be in? There you are, cinnamon grossular. And then I think I got the others. Okay. Just want to say that that's all I want. That's all I care about. Marvelous negotiating. Let's see what they brought. Ugh. Hey, look, a dwarf. Don't see many of those, do we? Any moment now, trader. Trade. Okay, what did you bring? You brought Banfire Opal. You brought Tube Agate. You brought Sunstone. You brought Amber Opal. I don't care about Pipe Opal. I do care about Cinnamon Grosser. This is gonna be expensive. Tube Agate. Banfire Opal. Oh, this is gonna be very expensive. Sunstone. Of course, Sunstone's what we've been searching downstairs in the gneiss for, so if we can just buy it, that'd be great. Fortification Agate, yes. Those are pretty cheap. Amber Opal, yes, I want. Those are kind of expensive. Tube Agate. Tube Agate is cheaper than Amber Opal, and they are the same color. So I might hold off on the Amber Opal. And just do the Tube Agate. Clearly this is the way to go to fill in the gaps, though. Fortification Agate, Fortification Agate, Sunstone. Bandfire Opal, yes, but dang, they're expensive. Sunstone. Sunstone. Tube Agate. Okay. I mean, that's almost $4,000. That's like what we have. So I think I'm just gonna call that a... kind of just call that a trade, right? I don't think there's anything super expensive in here. It's just a lot. And then like an emerald ring worth $830. Sure, the humans will like that. Then we have this other bin. But I also want... I also want meat. Because the instant I forget to import meat, we will instantly starve to death. I just know it. It's like way the frick down here. Did I not specify? You have all the cheap meat. I did not specify last time, apparently. Clearly. Yep, okay. Spotted ratfish? I've never seen that one. I'm gonna grab some more plants. Let's see if they take that. Nope. Okay, how about this? Nope. So I need to take out one of these more expensive ones, like one... Do I have more than one Bandfire Opal? Yes, okay. Let's do that. Ah, wonderful. Okay. That gave us a couple different colors. So let's come down here. Let's see if we can at least finish this part. So right, so there's our fortification agate. That's pyrite. That's sard, brown jasper. Did these end up being the same? Brown zircon, brown jasper. Okay, it just has brown jasper at the top. Faint yellow diamonds, onyx opal. Those look really close. Okay. So we have fortification agate, so I'm not going to make another one of those. I do want to make tube agate, now that I have a couple of them. Right? We were struggling because we only had one, so now I have two. Hilarious. Do I have an amber opal as well? Nope. So I'm just going to put in a different color, and that seems to have worked that time. Okay. Well, we'll see what that looks like. Then I don't know that we got cinnamon grossular. Nope. And still no wood opal. But we did find 2 bandfire opals. Can go over here. Right, so let's assume that that works. And then sunstone. We have 2 of those. Nope, that was the wrong color. I'm trying to choose like a dramatically different color for the third one. So I can tell if it's wrong before they make it. So if I do that and then sunstone? No. Or bandfire? No. What happened? What happened there? There. Okay. So I'm going to say like rock crystal is clear. And 2 sunstones. See, why is it this way? Why are you this way? Does it have to do with like the value? Is sunstone very low value? Material value 2. Where rock crystal is also a 2. So how do I... If I do something more expensive, like if I do... Right, like an amethyst. And then they don't have... I need to wait for them to show up in a, No, I have 5. There we go. They just weren't in a stockpile yet. That's much better. So we definitely have sunstone. We're attempting to do... bandfire opal. We're attempting to do tube agate. Right, those are the 3 I'm making right now. So if all 3 of those work, that leaves 2 colors left. One of them is in marble, the other can be anywhere. We're getting close. Yeah, they just put them in a random order. I don't understand. There's so many things I don't understand. Tube agate is also worth 2. Shoral is also worth 2. Give kitty treats? I don't know if I don't have any treats handy. Well, she's sleeping. Hi, welcome in. Hey, look. Okay, so that's a nice color. She will go completely insane if I wake her up. I can give her a little pet. She's... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, she's way too peaceful. I think I have a treat somewhere. So tube agate is... What is that called? That's amber. So this is amber. And then that clearly didn't work, right? So the bandfire opal needs to be that color. So I'm going to disassemble that one. And then the sunstone's going to work because I have 3 of the same. Perfect. Sunstone is pumpkin. That is pumpkin. Okay, I'm gonna run to the restroom and then I'm gonna bring back a treat. Oh no, she's facing away from me. Kitty. Here you go. Let's just chomp on me instead. Okay, she has a treat. Now my fingers smell like cat treat. And she's leaving. Okay. Goodbye. I'll be back again. Well, she ate the treat. She just left the cat cam to do so. Hi. You're never over here, are you? There we go. And she's back. Okay. Bandfire opal. Hey, now we have 3. Okay, perfect. So now we can definitely do a bandfire opal. Okay. So that means I'm gonna stop worrying about all the stuff, all the nice stuff down here. All the nice that hasn't been very nice to us. Because we have the thing that we were down here for. I don't think we found any. Nope. Like, there could be more down here, but clearly they're not very common. Like, we're amethyst. And then down here is all fine. This is all fine. That's all fine. And we just ignore this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We got what we came for. Okay. Screw the gneiss. The gneiss was not very nice to us. We found nothing in the gneiss. We are still working on mining. There's still plenty of things left to mine. We have plenty of miners. Wonder if they even all have their picks. You have a pick? Okay. So that really leaves the marble. The marble is what we want to be mining now, I think. Which is this level. We got some of our stuff dug out. I'm basically just gonna redesignate this all as a higher priority. Grid. So much grid. And now the cat has been activated. Someone has activated my cat. Do this, and I think it's like 10. Whoop. Okay, so I can do that. It's gonna be priority 4. I'm actually gonna say 3. Hi again. Sniffing my monitor. Do I still smell like food? Did this work? Don't bite me. Okay, that worked. So now in theory, they're gonna come up here and mine this level. Yeah, here we go. We have a slab to place, I think. There you are. I think that's the only one. Yeah, okay. So, we are approaching conclusion with acquiring all the colors. Project all colors. What I want is a relatively open space. Maybe come down to one of our quarry layers. Maybe upstairs? We have a bunch of space up here. Which may or may not be muddy. Yeah, up here. Okay. I'm gonna use this. This is gonna be our palette space. Seeing as I can't at them, I'm guessing they might have gone, which if so is actually incredible. Arrives, ensures cats get treats, moves on. Excellent. Perfect. Not even mad. If you're still here, thanks for blessing us with tofu cat madness. True. We'll use blessing in quotes. Okay, I want to... I'm gonna dump? I guess this is all like magnetite. I'm just gonna make a little stockpile over here for holding these rocks. Boop. Right, there's magnetite, there's lignite, there's some claystone, hematite. I don't know if I need all this space. I might. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna say hematite, and then lignite. So all this stuff should just end up being here, and we'll end up with a nice big empty space, and I'll get rid of that. And we'll organize all of our stuff in here and make like a nice screenshot-worthy setup is the goal. Now, what is a cat deity if not a god of chaos? True. Uncomfortably true. God of perfection. There you go. So I think our squads have basically recovered. Ugh, do we keep going? We're really rolling the dice every time with this now. Maybe I do just need to have my squad down on this layer now. This is just an abandoned stairwell now. But maybe we'll make another who's it? A bolt thrower? Just gonna have it facing like this, I guess. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna say someone's gonna station here. I'm gonna take our two squads. I'm gonna give them an update equipment order just in case. And then we're gonna station over here. Been playing too much Cat Quest, so many cat puns. What's your favorite? Oh look, migrants. Did we get a migrant? Totally missed him. Nope, yep, don't even know who it was. Got like 1 or 2 migrants. I hear a creature. Tofu. Tofu, hey. Hey. Talking to you. A little laser pointer here. No such thing. I've been playing Monster Hunter since for you. Tofu, I don't want to have to kick you out. We have a big shelf system in here. Like IKEA style. Oh, she finds the treats. She knows where the treats are now. We have a big shelving system in here. And it's kind of just like all the junk goes on here, all of our crafting junk, plus all the rest of the junk. It's like a big closet, but outside, not inside a closet. There's a bunch of stuff on it that is more accessible to the cats than it should be, if that makes sense. Production mandate nearing deadline. Oh, you want arrows and crossbows? Let's do 3 of each of those. Pot Pervana in the Caribbean Sea. Actual name of the capital in Cat Quest 3. Excellent. Caribbean Sea is pretty great. Oh, see, yeah, there they are. Oh, and you're just like also down here. You're not one of the squad members. I did get this gate made. Let's maybe get that connected to something. Are all of these? Oh, you. Link to here. Okay. So, I mean, we're gonna keep going around, right? I'm gonna channel here. Channel here. The simplicity of the capital city has its charm too. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder if there's is there a cat people race for Dwarf Fortress? Could we just be cat dwarves? Can you imagine? I wasn't meaning that literally as dwarves, but can you imagine anthro characters, but they're all half dwarf instead of half human? It's like a cat dwarf or a dog dwarf. Can I have that? We're finding rocks of kinds I don't care about. Cat Quest 2 and 3 I would recommend. Not sure if it's as a stream game, but it's a fun chill game. Interesting. Okay. Not the first one. For every cat type in-game, I think there's a corresponding man entity. Hybrid cat dwarves intrigue me. Right, yeah. Why not? Oh, and then, okay, so we've reached the edge here. And now this is warm. So that's scary. Well, maybe we'll grab this gem first. There's people coming down for that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put floor in here for safety. Temperamental, keen-eyed, distracted by shiny things, homebody, hairy. The long-hair cat people. I've not played the first one as it's solo. I just play the couch co-op. Something for an hour or so after work. That's fun. Z and I have recently found a co-op game called Vinebound. And it's interesting because it's a Like, you know how the hot new thing these days is like Vampire Survivors and those kinds of games. So it's a co-op Vampire Survivors like, but you each control a character, and then your characters are like tied together, like bound together by a vine, thus the name. And you have some stretch, right? Like you can go a bit of a ways apart, you can get pretty close together, but if you go too far apart, it like snaps you back together. And if you get too close, it'll like bump you apart. And then all of your weapons end up, like there's, like imagine like it's a little flower. It's like a little thing that travels along the vine and kind of ping pongs back between the two of you. And then every time the flower gets to you, your weapon fires. And then you'll have, like the two of you will have the same weapon, but you'll get your own individual power-ups for it. So towards the end of the run, like you're doing the same weapon, but you're like, it's operating very differently. Cause like, you know, you go for size of the attack and I go for speed of the attack, and they start, and it's like goes one or the other. I don't know, it works out nice. We've been enjoying that. Not super difficult, not like a gimme easy, but not super difficult either. Okay, so now the gems are gone. I am gonna mine here. Played Unraveled, where you're tied together, but didn't love it. Yeah, it reminded me of Unraveled. There's like a couple games that are kind of similar to that, right? Where you're tied to another person. Oh yeah, Unravel. Yeah. I don't think we played this one too much. I remember looking at this. I don't know that we bought that one. There's also like, It Takes Two. Yeah, exactly. I think it's building on that kind of vibe, I think. There's another one where it's like, it can be 4 people, but you're all tied together and it's just a platforming game. I don't know. Bounded Together? Nope, I don't think that's... That might not be right. One of those things. There's a couple games that have that kind of similar of a theme, right? Where you're like literally tied to each other. Guess we should station like over here. Is it a demon? Is it a demon? It's fire. Okay. We can deal with fire. We can deal with magma. That is fine. That is totally fine. And look at this. Oh, we're gonna get a nice chunk of adamantine out of this, I think. Is this like... Gosh, I don't know how safe that is. This could be... Oh. Ooh. Okay, well, at the very least, we can keep mining this way. We can do this. Editing fic time? Okay, sounds good. Enjoy. Unraveled is okay. Didn't love the weird psychological theme of Unraveled, and it felt like it went on the puzzles. As it went on, the puzzles were more about timing and skill, which I'm not about. That's fair. Going from voice memo transcripts to words that make sense. Good luck. Godspeed. Okay, no one get stuck down there, please. That would be bad. Still waiting on this. Jeez. Welcome back. We're slowly uncovering this. You look more magma. Sure. And then, oh yeah, I can do right here. And then under here is a little bit harder. I'm ever so slightly tempted. I'm not actually going to do this, but like the thing that I want right now is to use DF hack to reveal what the inside of this looks like so that I can mine absolutely every bit of adamantine that I can without breaching the center. But like goes against every core tenet of this game. So like if we, like this we know, right? We know exactly where this one is. This is very nice. It's very kind. So it could be directly beneath. It could be one, it could be here, it could be here. Like I don't think it could be here, right? Because then there'd be no overlap. Oh, that worked. Okay. And then the rest of this, so this is adamantine. The rest we kind of have to do from within. Someone just posted a Lego Zealand thing and said 40th anniversary, and I thought, no way, it's 40 years. It is. Wow. While you're not about it, I don't have timing nor skill. Yeah. I'd say some of that's like practice, but I've known plenty of people who are just like my partner. My partner doesn't do timing. My partner doesn't do platformers. So Vinebound has been nice because it doesn't just have those aspects at all. Like it's very Vampire Survivors, right? It's a square. It's a top down. It's flat. There's a lot of stuff happening on the screen, but it's all enemies and their attacks and like environmental effects, and then you doing your stuff and hoping that it like works in your favor. It looks cute. It is cute. We've been enjoying it. Let's do... I guess that does reveal something. We're gonna reveal everything that we can from above. We could even do like here. I do like that. Reckon you definitely enjoy Cat Quest, then look similar. Okay, sounds good. That's fair. Combat side, yeah. And that's the more crucial thing as far as like enjoyment goes, I think. Sub! Thank you for the subscription. Thank you, thank you. Lord Prettybeard. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hi. I appreciate it. Kak has created Zezkokuk, a hematite mug. Sweet, let's put that in the vault. Eugenics, anyone? I've been seeing people talk about it. Been playing too many EA games. It's nice to play a well-polished game. Hilarious. Shots fired. I'm not always a huge fan of whatever the Binding of Isaac's people, right? I'm not always a huge fan of their aesthetic sensibilities. But I understand them to be well-made games, right? Hematite mug. You are welcome, Ian and A's Dwarven Axe Lord. Excellent. We don't have any dwarves here, but we do have polar bear people Axe Lords. And they are terrifying. Off to sleep, happy mining. Okay, sounds good. Demon count is at 2. We'll see more before the end of the stream. Yeah, don't jinx me. Don't jinx me. There you are, hematite mug. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for everything. We uncovered what must be a treasure of the gods. Excellent. Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a bow. A faceted metal bow. Let's toss that up here, too. Before I lose track of it. See you Thursday. I will be here. We will be continuing on. Whoa. That one. It's our second divine metal bow. Should make some ranged heroes. Been watching for you a couple months and you deserve my follow. Oh, sounds good. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if I'd say deserve, but I will happily take it. It is amusing to me that I can have lurkers for months that don't say anything. There's more of you out there than hello. It's just, that's amusing to me. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying your stay. I guess they really can't get in there without... I'll pause that for now. Yeah, no, it's strange. I have been just slowly accumulating lurkers as far as I can tell. Which I love. I love my lurkers. I say it's weird. It's like it's weird to do something for a long time and not see a whole lot of effects, but then like the effects slowly start accumulating. It's like one of those kinds of things. Like it's working, right? It's working. Why'd you go around? Well, okay. Weird. There's some weird pathing stuff down here. Hey, look, some water. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. So we could do... do like here. So like, okay. So if one of these three positions is this center, right? Which I think we can kind of be somewhat sure about. But that means it couldn't be here. Right? Because that's the edge. Well, no, it could be. It could go one way and then the other. So then we could have something here. It could be here. But that's about it. Right? And we couldn't be up here. We couldn't be down here. Does that mean all of this is safe? Oh gosh. Do I... Oh. Do we have access to a lot of adamantine, or is this not working the way that I think it does? Oh, there's magma flow there. Is this a trap? Am I about to make a terrible mistake? Or do we just have a bunch of adamantine? It is so hard to tell. But now, oh, that did actually reveal a lot. Okay. And how about right here? And over there is a little harder. Yeah. It's Dwarf Fort. It's always a trap and a potential mistake. True. But I don't want to make the mistakes. I want everything to be perfect forever. So we can do, I mean, this is fine, right? That is fine to mine, that's fine to mine, that's fine to mine. Yeah. Like there's could still be something here, could still be something here, could be something here, could be something here. Let's see, there's our semi-molten rock. Could be something back here. Could be stuff way back here. I think we kind of just gotta go for it to some degree. Oh, that, and then that was semi-molten. Interesting, okay. Okay. So at the very least, we can get like this whisker, this little bit, and this little bit. Like that is definitely safe. What if I allowed myself like one mulligan? for learning purposes, right? Like, I won't learn all the rules about how this works if I'm never willing to make a mistake. I'm gonna... let's mine out some of this. That could technically reveal something. I'm gonna pretend it's okay, though. And then, like, this gets dangerous again. Because I don't want to screw up the fortress. Don't want everyone to die. I do want the adamantine. I don't want to save scum. And not all of these things are compatible with each other. Okay, so there's semi-molten. And like, what do we need for a breastplate, right? So if I want to make an adamantine breastplate, that's 3 bars. So 9 wafers. Should I prioritize a helmet or a breastplate? That worked out, so we can mine that, and that, and then this, and this, and this. Right, that should all be fine. Should I say should? Oh look, this got made. Where's the materials? The armor page is so gigantic. Material size, does that mean number of regular bars needed to make a piece of metal armor is equal to the material size divided by 3. Okay. So a helm only takes 1 bar. And then a breastplate takes 3. Okay. So breastplates are expensive. But I can probably make an adamantine breastplate if I mine all this out. Honestly, let's get started on that. I'm gonna mine the stuff that is definitely safe. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 rocks here that we can mine very safely. I'm gonna dismiss our squads. We still have a okay, we have a competent strand extractor, our bard, that's right. We just finished a strange mood, so no one's gonna come looking for one right now, right? Hopefully. Copalite, cherry opal, milk quartz, othoclase, lapis, chrysocolla, citrine, hematite. Not what we're looking for. So right now we're looking for cinnamon grossular and wood opal. is literally all I care about right now. Oh, I'm paused. It'll take him a bit to mine through it while I'm paused. Gosh. It should be safe, right? Does anyone have any knowledge about this that is different from my understanding? That the center is always going to be a 2x2, and that at least one tile has to be in common with the tile above. Got to part 2 editing-wise, may need a second pass. I mean, they all blur together for me. Just like pass after pass after pass after pass until I'm happy. That's generally how it works for me. Okay, I'm gonna let them work on that. That's obviously gonna take them a moment. But here, you've slowly been working on this. Maybe I do just want to dump this. Maybe I'm gonna have another little dump zone right here. Or I'll put it in here. Dump. And I'm just gonna say dump this. And actually yeah, whatever. I don't care about this. I want stuff over here, but I don't need to be in a stockpile or anything. There's still like all this mining on this level. I have designated so much mining. Where's our marble floor? Ah, okay. They've dug more on this level than they had before. We haven't seen any notifications for cinnamon grossular, which is a thing that can only be in marble. Where are we digging? So like you... I guess a lot of them are digging down here now. I suppose that makes sense. But like this should be fine, right? Like there's no way. It couldn't be like there's a spot here that links to above and then goes over and then goes down from here. I think it's only ever a 2x2. But again, my confidence in that is minimal, minuscule. And this is where the rock should end up. Right, raw adamantine goes here. This is our shop for processing it. So that will happen on its own. Oh, jeez, our bar stockpile. We have a lot of bars. Well, these have one iron bar in them each. Cool, thanks. Cool, thanks. So, aside from mining stuff, the thing I want to do, you're gonna dump it upstairs. That's fine, whatever. I want to make a nice screenshot. I want to, so the colors of the gym windows are not represented on the wiki. This is where I'm going with this. There's a list of the colors. There's a list of what gyms make what color. And they contain the icon of the gem itself in the correct color. But it does not contain an image of each of the windows. And maybe I'm the only one who cares about this, but I feel like if we're going through this much effort just to see what each of the colors of window looks like, there's probably someone else who cares about this. So I want to assemble all of our colors into a palette. And make a nice labeled screenshot for the wiki. That's ultimately my goal here. And the real trick is, the hard part about this is going to be the part where I'm colorblind. Because of course, because we are still in color hack. And the list is in alphabetical order, right? Like I want, to me it would be most useful to organize them by shade in some degree. I mean, this kind of worked? Not really though. They're kind of everywhere. So, have a color-seeing eye co-streamer. Yeah, I was going to ask you for your all opinions. Is ultimately what it's going to be. So, I did my best to kind of group them by in a group for each of these, right? But that was just based off of their name, because we didn't really know exactly what they looked like. Is this correct? Is this that's clear? Okay. Sorry, also colorblind. Hooray! We could all suffer together. But essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a couple columns, right? I want to split all of these colors into a handful of categories. So we want like the blues, I want the reds, I want the greens. There's like the tan, like the white to black gradient, right? Tans, grays, things like that. And yellows, like yellows should probably be their own. This is our first task, is to decide how many categories we want. I think the blues and the purples can stay together. I think the greens can be kind of their own thing. I think the reds are their own. I think the yellows are their own. And then there's the grayscale and like the tans, right? There's white, gray, black, but there's also brown and tan. So maybe those are their own things. Maybe the black to white scale and then like all the brown shades. So that's ultimately what we're gonna do. And then some of them are gonna be like, I mean, aquamine's more of a green, right? Aquamine's a green and not a blue. This is so pale I can barely even tell. But if we're to say, here I need like another document. Another tab. So if I'm gonna say, start with blues. Blue/perps. And then I want to start from like the lightest color to the darkest color is kind of how I want to go about it. So probably like the sapphire. Say sapphire, then amethyst, and then morganite? We can move things around after a first guess if we feel the need. This is like a first guess. So we say sapphire, amethyst, morganite. And then lavender jade and purple spinel. Those are so close. Right? Those are different colors. So if we go over here, go to lavender jade is heliotrope. And purple spinel is purple. Yeah, those are different colors. That's bonkers. Got that, and then I would say maybe star sapphire? And then violet spessartine? And then that's blue. Blue diamond, and then indigo tourmaline. And then turquoise goes in there somewhere. Jeez. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a colorblind. It's gonna be a colorblind color palette. And that's what you're gonna get. If someone wants to make a better wiki picture, you're gonna have to do this all on your own. This is what you're getting. Let's do blue diamond. And then indigo tourmaline. And then this, I mean, is this green? Turquoise is kind of green, right? Maybe that's what it is. And then kunzite goes here. And that would be all the blues and purples. Right? So I'm ignoring this one. I'm gonna say that's a green. But I have 10 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Turquoise is blue-green? Yeah. It looks more green to me. To my eyes, this looks like it belongs more with a green than with a blue. Feel free to disagree. I'm open to being factually wrong on that, but there's a bunch of different browns. And I think we have several of most of those. This might be all of our kunzites and all of our morganites. I guess I can check that real quick. No, I have some more kunzites. I have more morganites. I have plenty of blue diamonds. Violet spessartines. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna leave this intact for the moment. Go back and reference it if we need to. There's a very green turquoise to me, but I'm red anomalous. What do I know? Right. Right. So I'm gonna come over here, right? I want them to be kind of close together. I'm gonna do like columns. So this is going to be sapphire. This is amethyst. This is morganite. This is lavender jade. This is purple spinel. This is star sapphire. This is violet spessartine. This is blue diamond. This is indigo tourmaline. And this is grunzite. I mean, that's generally a spectrum. That loose gem definitely looked more green than blue. Oh, the loose one? The loose one's... Ignore the loose one. You mean, where are we? You mean this one? This... It's not technically a loose gem, if this is what you're talking about. Apparently, there is no icon for a glass window made of green glass. So those are just green glass gems. And green glass has its own color. So there's no way to get this color in a window aside from green glass, and it does not make a window icon. I don't know about that one. That's like an error. Too bad you cannot pull the hex values of the colors of the icons from the game and sort them via that. True. But like what? Would they even have like a set hex color, right? Because they're palettes, right? Like there's like 2 or 3 colors there. What does this say? It just labels it maroon or aquamarine. Yeah, I don't know. You could take a screenshot and do like the color picker. But like there's enough colors in here. That'd be like, which one do you pick, right? You'd have to be really consistent about making sure you pick the same pixel within each window. Which you could do, but I wouldn't necessarily depend on it, right? Okay, so if we say that's the blues, and then the next would be greens, of which there are more. There are so many greens. Can look at the palette text file for its assigned RGB, but it's not super consistent. Yeah, that's true. The question is, would that even be helpful? I feel like you can... It might not still be a clean line, right? I think we're gonna get what we get. If we have to move around something that looks obvious, then we can do that, but I think it's gonna be how we do it. So then if we go green colors from light to darker, right? That's all pink and red. Smoky quartz. Do I know how to spell smoky? It's olive? Is olive green? Is this in the green family? I guess, kind of. So rhodolite is like... Rhodolite is puce. Whatever that means. I think that's gonna go more with the... grayscale? I don't know, what is puce? What the heck is puce? Okay, I'm gonna take just a stab at this. Olive green is indeed a green. It just said olive. It didn't say olive green. Okay, so then aquamarine, I'm gonna say is like the lightest of these. And then we have like aventurine. Rose quartz is pink. And this is brown. That's like red. I'm gonna say bloodstone. Goodness gracious. It's all just the same color. I'm gonna say bloodstone. And then turquoise. And then aventurine. Puce is a brownish purple color. The term comes from the French color puce, literally meaning flea color. We talked about flea color, but I didn't know what is flea color? Flea color as in crustacean shell. Interesting. Olive normally refers to olive green. Yeah, I guess. Which one was olive? Olive is the smoky quartz. Just this one. And these are like yellows and oranges. So if we just did aventurine, I'd probably say this one, moss opal, just moss green. And then praise. I think then praise. What about black olive green? Delicious. And then there's like some of these are like more yellowy. Oh, I know this is like green. Green diamond is green, I think. Yeah, green diamond is just straight up green. It's called black olive or black olive green. I don't think I've ever seen anyone describe a color as black olive. I'm sure that happens, but I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen. Okay. So I still need to get smoky quartz in here. Which is here. Maybe we say that one is next. It'd have to be a joke, right? Color names. People went nuts with color names. Ask Pantone. Oh, we got a single migrant. So maybe emerald? And then the chrysoberyl looks yellow to me. That's jade. Like jasper. was I just looking at? Yeah, jasper. There's brown jasper, picture jasper, jasper opal, yellow jasper. What? Picture jasper. Picture jasper. That's golden yellow. Okay. So that's not going to go with the greens. Or Crayola, true. Pantone does Thesaurus Haruspexy to get the color names. Haruspexy? A priest in ancient Rome who practiced divination. Ah, hilarious. Hilarious. I didn't know that word. And yes, you were correct. That does sound accurate. Okay, so then... Geez, the Varisite and Emerald are very, very close. I'm gonna ignore the green glass for now because that's just hilarious. Rose quartz, no. Rhodolites, no. Brown jasper, no. I'm gonna do chrysoberyls. These last two are gonna look out of place. And then green diamond. Right, so then I got, did I get turquoises? So turquoise is in there. I have aquamarine. I have green diamond. I have chrysoberyl. I have emerald. I have varisite. I have race. I have bloodstone. I have aventurine. I have smoky quartz. Or no, I have moss opal. That's what this is. And then the whatchamacallit? The smoky quartz. I think that's all the greens. And then maybe let's toss in green glass just for completion's sake. Also, the dwarves are here. We should check to see if they have what we're looking for. We haven't been able to, like, request things of them, so I don't think they're gonna have what we want. But we may as well look. Hey, look at that. That's not too bad. These two could probably be flipped. It's the... Oh, which one's the blue? This one's the blue. That's really not so bad, right? How are the dwarf and human civs doing? Great question. They're still out there. We're still at war with one of the human civs for whatever reason. Just at peace with everyone else. We've imported 100,000 from the humans. That's impressive. I'm not commenting because of my colorblindness. I want to know your opinion, though. Just because your eyes are as bad as mine doesn't mean you don't get an opinion. My only hunch would be to flip these two. The rest of it, I think, is as close as we're gonna get. Okay, so we're gonna do aquamarine. And then bloodstone. And then turquoise. And then aventurine. And then moss opal. We still only have the one moss opal. Wow, impressive. So we'll skip that one for the moment. And then priest. We have a lot of those. Smoky quartz. Emerald. Varisite. Chrysoberyl. We only have 2. I'll salvage the one that we have down in the other spot. Green diamond. And then green glass. Only have 2? Okay, fine. Let's go back down here. I need to disassemble my moss opal, which is this one. And my green diamond? Was that the other one? Now I can't look at what they are. No, chrysoberyl. Was that it? Yes. Okay. I'll read what you're saying. I'm just trying to get this done first. I need to find the chrysoberyl. Which one was this one? There we go. Okay. The 5th from the bottom looks like it should be moved up 2 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one? Up 2 spots? Really? These two look so like these 4 look perfectly in line to me. This one is like unusual. This one almost doesn't look like it fits in between. I'd agree that like these 2 are pretty close. I'd almost put this down 1. I'd almost flop these 2. I'd say 2nd from bottom, and bottom might look good switched. I mean these 2? 2nd from bottom and bottom. Really? I'm not gonna believe any of you. That's the problem. Think you'd want to swap the 4th from the bottom and 3rd from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2. That I might agree with. This I do not agree with. This is funny. Chrysoberyl sounds like a blasphemous carnival game. Hilarious. Purples mixed in there. There's room for debate. Right. Right. Like we are mixing blues and purples. I recognize that that's going to kind of confuse things. I do feel like these first 5, these feel kind of perfect to me. And then there it kind of goes off the rails. I think the purples in here kind of don't fit. I agree. Well, which ones are the purples? They're all purple. This is the only one that's not purple. And even then, to me, it's kind of purple. To me, these are all purple. The 3 blue need to go on top. Well, which ones are the 3 blues? There's like 5th, 3rd, and 2nd from bottom that are just straight up different. This one, and this one, I would agree with that. So Star Sapphire, Blue Diamond, and Indigo Tourmaline? Indigo is indigo, right? Basing my comments more on how bright they are as I cannot trust the colors. I guess that's how I'm looking at them too, right? I'm probably looking more at like color intensity and saturation more than hue. If I wasn't at work, I'd make more comments. That's fine. As an artist and a color seer, yeah, 2, 3, and 5 need to move up top. Do they need to go up top, or do they need to be their own column? So if I say, I'm gonna try to stay organized in my little sheet here too. So if I take 2nd from the bottom, 3rd from the bottom, and 5th from the bottom. Red plus blue equals purple versus shades of red equals pink. Fair. So should the pinks go with these? I'm going to disassemble these. This is coming together. That doesn't look too bad. These are mostly the pinks. I guess that would explain it. Indigo is a shade of blue. If you say so. Part of this might be a we get like an initial stab at it, and then we debate about it in Discord between streams. That's funny. Are the dwarves still here? Here, let's see what the dwarves have. Because I do still want wood opal and cinnamon grossular. Cinnamon grossular. There we go. Just one. They brought me one. And no wood opals? Wow, they brought one. We can write down numbers on the screenshots and put arrows and stuff. Yeah, totally. We'll put it to a committee. That'll solve it. Purples are defined as a combination of red and blue. Indigo is defined as a dark blue, but not violet levels of dark blue. Uh-huh. I think that one is all I care about. I'm literally gonna buy a single gem from the dwarves. Literally gonna go up to this entire caravan with 5 wagons, enough food to feed an entire fortress for a year, and go, I want that gem, please. Okay. Nope, let's go back up here. And I am gonna have to wrap up before we get all of these put down as well. That's also gonna be the other thing. So this will be continued on next stream. But if I go over here and say, let's do Star, Sapphire, and of course these probably won't be in the right order amongst them. Blue Diamond, which we need to recover from the other thing. And then Indigo. Those we have at least. And then we can maybe make these other ones. So this one should be green glass. This one should be chrysoberyl. And this one is moss opal, of which I have one. So we just need to convince it to work. Ah, that seemed to have worked. It's weird that there's purple in a gem with that name, but there sure is. Often makes me wonder how many of the people that named gems were colorblind. That's an excellent question. Considering how little understanding there is of colorblindness today, if you go back 500 years, they don't know anything, do they? Blue diamond. Okay, so my blue-purple column is actually pink/purple? And then I need another column. And these will be the blues. So then the other question is, like, there's other pinks. There's other pinks down here. Right? So now in my purple column, should I be including rose quartz? That's like pink. Maybe that's the only one. That's gray. Bloom agate? Cream? Okay, so that can go with like the browns. Yeah, does rose quartz belong with all those other colors? Does this color belong with these colors? I don't know. Rose quartz seems more red to me. Like a very light red, but it seems more red than purple. Kind of. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think we've made a nice initial attempt at it. Because rose quartz would be like, yeah, I don't know. My initial guess is gonna be that rose quartz is gonna belong with the reds. And we can move it around if we need to. But this doesn't look too bad. Like these last couple are going to be weird. Like, this doesn't seem too bad to me. I will posit that standardized color names weren't even a thing until early 20th century. True. True, true, true. Thank you, Pantone. Of course, this entire affair is inherently flawed when you think about it. We are trying to sort items by color on 2 axes when they are defined in the files by 3 axes, red, green, and blue. Very, very true. Very true. No, if you want to try and get these put together in a 2x2 grid, enjoy. This is hopefully a way to simplify things, which means we're going to be dealing with things being imperfect, which I'm okay with. But like actually trying to get things into like, well, it'd be like 3 dimensions, right? You'd have to put them into a cube. Really, I'm trying to group them. I'm just trying to get them like together with their similar neighbors. Comparing like to like in some fashion. Here's our window. There's our green glass window. That tickles me. That really tickles me. I don't know about this middle bit, but I don't know how I would fix it. That's not bad. Those 3 at least go together, I think. Yeah, you need to sort them into a cube to truly sort them rather than this is close enough, which is what we are currently doing. Yes, and I am okay with that. I'm totally okay with being close enough. All we're gonna get. That is all we're gonna get. Okay, we will pick this up on Thursday. We are now missing 1 color, right? If we can get the cinnamon grossular to work, we're literally just looking for wood opal. Be difficult to post a cube to the wiki. Exactly. Exactly. I'm trying to make this in some sort of... Like, the intent here is to make something useful for other people to look at, right? Not necessarily being the most accurate. Not the most technically accurate, but the most useful. Maybe that's the metric we should be looking for, is usefulness. Yeah, these 2 probably gonna have to come up in the middle or something. And smoky quartz is a little strange. And these 2 are identical. Like, not identical, but like, my God. Some of these are so dang close. Like these 5. Oh my God, so dang close. This one's maybe a little less so, but like these 4 are the same color. If anyone can figure out a way to post a cube to a wiki, to be Dwarf Fort people. True. True, true, true. Okay. I think we're gonna call it good for color heck for the day. Come by on Thursday. We're gonna complete this. I think we're in a spot where we can crank this out now. Maybe we'll play around with it on stream. If we have to play with things between streams, then we can. But I'm not gonna worry about it until we at least have like a first go at it for everything. So come by on Thursday. Come by on Thursday to give your color input for something that will hopefully end up on the wiki. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. No one else is doing this, right? It's not like someone's gonna beat us to the punch. Don't beat me to the punch. Don't do that. Come by on Thursday. Come by on Saturday. We're to continue with the Talos Principle. I am loving that. Good puzzle goodness. And yeah, just come by for more. Today's episode is brought to you by a list. We're checking it off. We're checking the boxes. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in VODs, wherever you want to hang out. That's the window I'm looking at. That's the glass I'm peering through these days. Praise documentation. Praise reference. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being the items on the list that I'm checking off these days. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a good week. It is Monday. You do have a whole week ahead of you, but I hope you have a good one. And I hope you stay kind.